What's good with y'all boys, man? Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna briefly go over the trade that I took today. It was a very good trade, but just poor execution on my part. So let me replay it back. So as you can see, this whole entire week has been very bearish. We had a heavy expansion last week with these heavy candles. So right now we're looking to retrace back into OTE of this range and potentially go higher. Where I would really want us to be bullish, right, is if we come back to discount of this whole range in a higher time frame. So with that being done, I had a very bearish bias. This whole week I had a very bearish bias. Today in particular was definitely a bearish bias. Let me delete everything and explain better. Okay, so before you even start trading, you wanna go in a higher time frame and look at the external model and see where the higher time frame is really going. That's the most important part. You have to align your internal model with your external model. So now what I seen when I got on the charts was this SMT that we had put here. So that was essentially telling me that price wanted to go lower, and on top of that, this whole week we've been expanding lower. So that, and this SMT right here, you can see on ES price took this high, and on NAS price did not take those highs. Now if we go back on NASDAQ, so that's telling me that okay, we want to go lower. And also on Wednesday we took Tuesday's high, but we never came and took Tuesday's low. So this heavy sell-off and not taking the low made me think, okay, cool, we're going to come revisit that area of interest. And now that we have a higher now that we have a higher time frame model, now that we know where the market is going in the higher time frame, now what we want to do is align price with our internal model to get the best probability setup. So now we want to go in the lower time frame, the hourly time frame, and make sure that our hourly aligns with our higher time frame bias. Now what do I see when I go in the hourly? I come back here and I see this equal lows. Now this is heavily telling me that we want to sell off. We want to come revisit this zone. As you can see, price at 9. Hold up. Oh no, okay, so yeah, this is telling me that we want to come revisit the zone. And not only that, I also want to see price come down here and take out these sell side. So now I have these two draws on liquidity that I would like for price to visit, because I'm aligning my higher time frame model with my internal model. So now in the higher time frame, price wants to come down here and revisit those areas, and we have an SMT at the top in the higher time frame. So that's all telling me that okay, we want to go lower, but now it's a matter of when do we want to go lower. Now as market opened, right, let's go in the 5-minute. This is around 9:30. Market opened. Now what market came and market took this internal highs, my fault. So market came up there and took the internal highs, this being a turtle soup. So market came over there, took those highs while respecting a fair value gap. So now, and also in the 15-minute time frame, price came up here and respected this 15-minute gap. So around this time, this is where I would like to take my trade, but I have a rule that I have to wait for the 9:30 macro or the 10 a.m. macro. So I was really patient, and I was really disciplined to wait and not be FOMO'd and really wait for my setup. So what I did, I let price go down. Cool, price came down, took my first area of interest, took it. So cool, I'm not really tripping, because now guess what, we formed a 5-minute fair value gap. So now I'm like, okay, cool, this is my second re-entry. Now as you can see, the SIBI right here with this fair value gap, right, this 5-minute fair value gap, 5-minute retracement and a 5-minute fair value gap. that's always the best entries to take. You can also see that in the higher time frame, price broke structure and price had to change instead of delivery. So now we can really tell that we're very bearish, right? And we want to go lower. So now what I want to do is wait for the perfect time. Now guess what? This is 9:48. Now time and price are aligning together, which makes the setup even more high probability to take with my strategy. So let's see what price do, and then price forms this 1 minute Fair Value Gap, and I was expecting that Fair Value Gap to get ran through. So now, as I seen that Fair Value Gap got ran through, guess what? Now this would be where I would like to take my sales. This is a perfect setup, because now guess what? We have the external model giving us bullish structure. We have the perfect sell side liquidity with these equal lows, and then guess what? Our lower time frame is aligned with a higher time frame now, and then on top of that, price, higher time frame, and my lower time frame all are aligning together with this 950 macro. Now I got into my shorts, 4 contracts in, sell side stop at 30 points, targeting 60 points. But when I got into this trade, I didn't get into this trade right here. I got into this trade somewhere here. I got into this trade while this 1 minute candle was still printing, because I was anticipating for this 1 minute Fair Value Gap to get ran through, and by this 1 minute Fair Value Gap getting ran through, it gave me even more conviction that we want to go lower, because now guess what? Price is respecting bearish structure, but then disrespecting bullish structure, which is telling me that price wants to go down. So I got him right here. Okay, 30 points, targeting 60 points. Now, okay, perfect. Now let's see how this trade plays out. As the 10 a.m. macro opened up, price started stuttering. Started doing a whole lot of dancing, but then price came to my TP1 below here, and then I had to put my stops at break even, and then price stopped me out. Unfortunately, price stopped me out. I didn't lose any profits on this trade, but I didn't gain any profits on this trade. So it's completely fine, because as you know, traders, as we traders know, the name of the game is really risk management. You want to minimize as much risk as possible while maximizing the profits. So unfortunately, my trade was stopped out, which is completely fine, because this whole week has been a green week for me. I'm not really trying to force anything, which is I'm completely cool. I have Friday. I might not trade Friday, but if I see a good setup, I'm gonna take it. But this trade ended up taking me out and going to my TP. Yeah, which is unfortunately. Wednesday, I had the same thing happen to me. My trade took me out of break even while going to my TP, and my trade took me out of break even going to my TP, which is completely fine. It happens, man. Yeah, so you lose and you win some, but the most important part is minimizing your losses and maximizing your profits. I hope y'all found a lot of value in this video. If y'all found value in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and do what you gotta do. Yeah, stick around, man. I'm posting daily, feel me, trying to help the traders that are struggling, because I know when I was trading, I was really consuming a whole lot of bad content that prolonged my journey so much, to the point that it took forever. I cultivated a lot of bad habits, doing a lot of terrible things that traders know, like you should not be doing: over trading, over leveraging, constantly thinking about the outcome, not following the process. It was a whole lot, man. So I'm just trying to help traders that are beginners, and to really teach them the right ways to really trade, and teach them the good habits to cultivate at an early stage in their career. Man, if y'all found value in this video, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. But before I leave, I just want to give my weekly analysis real quick, because I do think that we're going to go lower throughout the week. We have Friday. As you can see, we formed an opening day gap, so I do think that we're going to see our way lower to the OTE of this range. Once our higher time frame is lining up with the bullish structure, I would want to see a manipulation around the zone. Somewhere around here, I would like to see a manipulation, and once I do see the manipulation, that's where I would think that longs are going to be taking place. That's all I got for y'all boys, man. I'm gonna drop a lot more videos as time goes on, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the video.